I was present when John Paul II beatified him on St. Peter's Square. Beatifications usually take place in the country, but John Paul II wanted to do it in Rome because it was his very special project to beatify Emperor Karl. I was present. I think it really deeply transformed our family because if you ask any Habsburg today, who's your favorite member of the Habsburg family over the last 800 years? Most of them will say Blessed Emperor Karl. And if you look at him, this is a man who in the eyes of the world is the ultimate loser. He lost the empire, he lost the First World War, he had to go into exile, and he died in a terrible way in exile shortly after. That's the ultimate loser in the eyes of the world. And at the same time, a giant, a total giant of faith, and someone who is an example for every family father, for every young person, for every member of our family, because the way he became a saint, well, he's a blessed now, but he'll be a saint, is the way that you and I can be a saint. Is through everyday life, through being a good husband, through being a good emperor. As one of my nieces once said, I asked her, why him? He said, because he did his job as a Christian, and his job happened to be emperor. But my job can be a different one. So he's a great example for all of us. And I believe, and I deeply believe, there's a very beautiful story that I think I tell in my book. Empress Zita, before she became empress, when she was still the future wife of Archduke Karl, before her wedding, went to Rome on a pilgrimage and visited Pope Pius X before her marriage. And at that point in history, Franz Ferdinand was to become emperor after Franz Joseph, and Karl wasn't even close to the throne, at least not then. And she came with her mother to visit Pope Pius X. And Pope Pius X said, so you are marrying the future Emperor of Austria? And she said, no, I'm sorry, Holy Father, you mixed that up. I'm marrying Archduke Karl, the future Emperor of Austria is Franz Ferdinand. And he said, no, I know that your husband is going to be emperor. And then he said, and he's going to be the gift of God for what your family did. And I mean, my family is Catholic since 850 years, but we have our first blessed after the First World War.